Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On this Sunday morning, Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. I thought I'd come this morning and share some news with you that perhaps is a little uplifting, something that could, reflect a bright spot. It has to do with daily lives. You know, when you think about politics, and I was going to go there, you think about the Republicans. And you think about what the spokesman, the Donald Trump, is trying to do against the people of this country who thought they had not done anything close to perfection, but a lot better than what some other countries are doing. And yet, Trump comes in, and those things that people fought for to get because they had been held down, he died for. He came and decided to take them back, cut all that what you call that progress out and make you fall right back down in the hole. And you call those people, you say they go to church, they went to Sunday school, and they call themselves respectable people. And at the same time, they have no compassion and exhibit no empathy toward others. And so we call them names. We do. I have. But I was just thinking about it, ladies and gentlemen, when we really look at it, when we really get down to the crux of it, you have people, all of us, we're put into a society, and in the society is what we call our environment. It is a reflection of that which is outside of us that we have the opportunity and the capability to take within us and become a part of it becoming a part of us. And I'm saying this to say that as we exist and engage ourselves in the society the way we do today, different people get different messages. We get different messages. We've always got different messages, and we respond outwardly according to the messages that we've received and accepted and chose to implement. And the rules and regulations that we've established, what they basically do have tried to shape it in such a way that it is acceptable amongst at least those who have to be engaged with it. Now, what we have is a situation that is not going to be fixed. It can't not be fixed like that. You see, we're just doing expressing the ideas of men. So when you start saying Republicans might not be Christian like, they just see things different than the Democrats. Now, sometimes it seems like the Republicans' ideas might be closer to the satisfying life, or sometimes the Democrats might seem like close to the satisfying life, but none of them satisfies life. And so, this is why I want to come to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we are blaming each other. I know you can't stand Trump. But Trump learned what he learned in the society. And everything that's happening is a result of being in the society. This is what our society has produced. And every last one of us living today, and many of those that's dead, are exactly responsible for this society that we have, not just here in America, but all across the globe. Even Putin and that murder guy, and everybody else that's out there murdering people. Even the guys that's walking around with guns, shooting people down the streets, all of it. Same old mess. But I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that the reason the people don't reflect being a Christian is because they don't know what a Christian is. And what that goes to say is that everybody in America, I'll just say this to Americans I don't know about outside the world, outside of America. Every American, none of us are Christians. You see, a Christian is not led by the Bible. A Christian is led by the Spirit. The Bible has been tossed up and down to satisfy a lot of people. And none of it, since its inception, has satisfied us, the people, the masses. So the Spirit does that. But the truth of the matter is, who is led by the Spirit? Whoever is led by the Spirit of God can't be hid. Why? Because what they are doing. Let me give you, for those of you who might be concerned about what a Christian is. A Christian is one who has made the decision, for some strange reason, has awakened to the reality that there is a power, a real power, invisible power. Can't see it. But everything that you can see is evidence of that power. That includes us. And one of the things that a Christian sees is that this earth that we live on, and if you have traveled, many of you haven't, but many of you have, and you've seen that this is really an awesome earth. I mean, really, it is beautiful. Valleys and hills and rivers and tributaries and flowers. And oh man, this is a really beautiful place. And guess what? It's all here for the people that's on it. Nobody can claim ownership of it because nobody made it, but it's here for us. Now we can work it out. And just think about all of the resources that is used to do the things that human beings have done, are doing, and will be doing. They came with the earth absolutely free. A Christian knows that. A Christian knows that. All of that is a gift. It's like waking up in your little small families. In Christmas time, you got these gifts. They're there. But the world, the earth, humanity is a gift. Christmas every day. Every day. Now, a Christian knows about all of that, but a Christian also knows that life means doing something. A Christian knows that a Christian is here for something, to do something, and they know how to seek out what it is to do. What it is to do is that which they love. It might be dancing, it might be golfing, it might be some kind of sport, it might be engineering, it might be management, it might be digging ditches, it might be building. Oh man, all of the things that's happening in the world today are the same things that people get a chance to choose from. And they choose that which they love. Now, a Christian knows that. But a Christian knows that the reward that you get from doing what you love is that you get what the world can't give you, and only God can. And that's joy. You know, that's what you receive for being in these bodies on this earth, during these times, is recognizing that which you are here to do that you love. Can you imagine doing something that you love? Everybody doing something that they love. And on top of that, they get the greatest reward, a blessing from that invisible power that the world can't give you, the world can't take away from you. And it's called joy. Now you got love and joy connected together as you do that which you love. Now, a Christian knows that in having a connection like that, the only thing that's actually happening is that God is using one another to be God to one another. And what you're doing, you're creating everything that you have determined is essential for your fulfillment and satisfaction. Your housing, buildings, and schools, and anything that you have already built, anything that you're going to build, all of it right there. And that's what you're doing. And it makes your world like heaven on earth, a paradise. No one suffering a lack of anything. A Christian knows that. And a Christian chooses that. But every now and then, something comes along and tries to interfere with the structure like that. Someone comes along and says, well, I want more. So they decide to come up with a scheme that would allow them to actually possess more than anybody else on earth. Because everybody else on earth is satisfied. It just happened that somebody else or a group of people are not, and they want to do something else. And in doing that to bring them satisfaction, they got to tear down the satisfaction that others have. But they can't do it. You know why? Because the Christian, all of the Christians know that's a cancer. And a cancer cannot live where the body defends. And the body is defending what's right and what's good. And you cannot live here, cancer. Now, a Christian knows that. So there is no way that you would have a system where you had money. And you know what money is used for. What did Donald Trump talk about? Money, 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 money. Lying and cheating and stealing and killing and this and that. And every ugly thing that you can think of happens when you what? When you're doing your own thing. Everything happens when you are deceived. Everything happens when you are living a nightmare because you are asleep. But when you wake up and know the truth, my friends, will set you free. So the path that we are on right now, we might as well stop trying to say we are good and others aren't. We might as well stop just saying we black folks are good and white people are not. They're all of us the same. Some of us good, some of us ain't worth a stain. But at the same time, all of us belong to the Creator. And that Creator made it so that all of us could enjoy heaven on earth. But we are listening to others instead of listening to that power that we can't see. Now, what I've shared with you is just like you listening to other people. If you listen to me, you listen to other people. But what I've shared with you is God. The answer to all of the things I got through sharing with you comes because you have allowed that spirit that is invisible to live in you, to direct you through what it is that you have been given to do. That is your love, my friend. And out of that, you receive your joy. And out of that, you have your needs, your wants, and your desires met. Living in peace, prosperous, free, joyous, and happy, living your dreams, not suffering for anything. Hey, that's what I want you to know. And there is no one in America, or no one really on earth, as far as that I know, that's championing life like that. And anything other than that, you just blind. Just blind. You can call yourself headed to heaven if you want to. But I tell you, the only sure way you can be of that, the only sure way you can be of that is to be building it right now. Is to be building it right now. That's the only sure way. Because who knows? Might not exist. But if it does, it's inside of you and you can bring it out. So let's do it.